Hey everybody, here at Alaska Air with Elliot Pescitt. We're here at the Alaska Air Aviation Geek Night, the first one that they've ever had, right?
Yep.
And it's a great idea that he's had, and it's something that he's promoted all
Yep.
using Twitter and
Yep.
social media. So very cool, and I want to talk to him a little bit about the night, what's going on, who came out, and how it all came to be. It's very cool. So, Elliot.
Hi.
Hey, tell us about Aviation Geek Night, how it came to be, where you got the idea.
Sure. Yeah, so Aviation Geek Night, basically we were kind of looking for a way to connect with our followers and offer them something really cool, an opportunity of a lifetime, a chance to come and experience what it's like, what our crew members go through. That way, when they fly on Alaska, they kind of have an idea of, what those employees have gone through, how they really are trained to be some of the best, and safety is number one priority, and also of a service aspect. So just kind of a way to invite people who doesn't want to fly a 737 or jump down an emergency escape slide. So I used to work over in the flight ops training side of the house, and I kind of knew some people over there, and we were saying, hey, it would be really great if we could open up the doors to a select group of people, and we could do that through just Twitter, just saying, hey, we're going to have this event. And that's actually what kind of spawned the idea of our first tweet up. And we were like, we're going to do a tweet up to launch Aviation Geek Night because we think this would be really cool. So that's really how it came to be. We got it all set up. We got the sim scheduled, one of our 737-800 simulators, and it's been a great evening. I think everyone has had a really, really good time.
So you have what, about 20 people out here?
Yeah, we had about 15 people, and then 12 people were scheduled in sim time, and then if we have any leftovers, we're gonna try to get some other people in at the end. And 12 people just coming and split up into two groups. One group did flight attendant training, the other group flew in the sim, and then we're flip-flopping in the middle of the evening. Everyone gets a chance to experience both. And people are getting to put out fires, they're getting to jump down slides, open doors. It's not as easy as it looks. And fly in the sim. We had one team end up in the Potomac, but I've heard were some really good landings.
Right. So speaking of the flight simulator, being able to use it is actually a really rare opportunity. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, our flight simulators, they're very expensive. I don't know how much they go for, like price tag-wise.
Multi-million.
Yeah, they're like $30 million.
Yeah.
Very complex. So, and usually they're in use. Sometimes in the late hours of the evening. But lately they've been available, and so it really is special for us to allow insiders to come in and fly them, and it's an opportunity of a lifetime. I used to work over here, full time, and I only got in the sim maybe a handful of times, and that was my job, just developing the training. So.
Very, very cool. So, from what I could tell, everybody's having a really great time, and it's going really well. Can we expect more of this in the future, or still in the works?
Maybe, yeah. I think we're going to evaluate and kind of see how we thought the evening went. It's definitely a challenge to get 12 people through the sim in 2 hours. It's taking a little bit longer, but
Right.
We're learning, and we may be looking to do another one. Who knows what the availability of the sims might be. So stay tuned, follow Alaska Air, and we may have another opportunity.
Look at that plug. All right, very cool. Elliot Pescitt, this was a very cool event, and thank you for having us.
Oh, so glad you guys could come out. Thanks for participating.